What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the Heat Report. Welcome back to a brand new video where we talk all things Miami Heat basketball. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a little bit of news that has been floating around the Miami Heat. I wanted to post this video today because I'm not going to be in town for the next 2 days, so I wanted to get a video out there so I do not leave you guys without a video for like 3 or 4 days consecutively. So I'm going to give you a video guys today, and then I will probably give you guys a video on Monday or Tuesday depending on when I come back. So stay tuned for that video. It's going to be a pretty interesting one. But today's video is going to be about news. There's been some news floating around about the Heat. I want to talk about it. Players like Ingram, Kyle Lowry, other such things that have been going rumored around the Heat, and I'm here to talk about these rumors, the news, all that good stuff. So make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, comment up below, all that good stuff. Lastly, shout out to everyone, man, for getting me to 700 subscribers. You guys even killed it past that. We're like almost at 720 now, so the love you guys are showing me is really amazing. So keep doing what you guys have been doing. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel, and please do not forget to turn on your post notifications so you guys do not miss a single video of mine. And as usual, like the video and comment down below any video ideas you guys have for me to do in the future. So let's get right into it, man. So the Miami Heat have been linked with a couple of players today. Kyle Lowry is the first player we're going to be talking about. We've talked about Kyle Lowry in the past on this channel, but I want to talk about him again because there's a report coming out that he is currently the top of the Miami Heat's wish list on for this offseason. Now, I don't know if this report is, just a rumor, or if there has some truth to it, but what we can say is that the Miami Heat really like Kyle Lowry. Now, whether he's a top priority or not, we will never know, but Kyle Lowry is definitely a player that the Miami Heat want, and the Miami Heat were trying to get in the trade deadline. Even before the trade deadline, we were linked to Kyle Lowry extensively. And yeah, Kyle Lowry's been a guy that the Miami Heat have admired a lot. So I would not be surprised if this is true, because Kyle Lowry is a player that the Miami Heat really love, and I think Kyle Lowry would be a great fit to our team. He's a defensive first guard. He's a very good defender for his position. He's a very good leader. He can score the ball. He's a very good shooter. Everything you want. He's a winning player. He does all the little things. He's one of my favorite players to watch. He takes charges. He dives for loose balls. He does everything you want in a winning player, and Kyle Lowry would be a great fit on this team. The only concerns I have about Kyle Lowry are two things. Number one is his contract. There was a report that came out, I think February, that he wanted about $30 million per year. Again, I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, that's a hefty contract for someone who is, 36, and it's not really he has an all-star level impact, but as a player, he's no longer an all-star. Like, he didn't make the team or anything like that, and he wasn't even in like the conversations and stuff like that, but he definitely has that impact. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but I really don't think he's worth $30 million. I think 20 to 25 at max is probably what I'd pay Kyle Lowry, because he's, 36, and he can't really be the best player on the team, and we're not gonna want him to be the best player on the team, but $30 million is best player on the team type money. Like, you're not paying a guy $30 million a year to be a featured option, unless you're like a stacked team like the Warriors were with Curry and Durant and all those people like that. But he's 35. He's gonna turn 36 next year. I still think he has a couple more years of basketball left, like a couple more good years where he can still be, 15 plus point per game scorer, and he can, have that all-star level impact on a team. I still think he has 2 or 3 years left in that frame, but $30 million is a lot of money, so I hope we do not pay him that much money. I hope it's more like 25, something like that. And I'm optimistic that it will be closer to 25, because I think he also wants to be here. It was his options. He narrowed his options down between us and Philly. I'm pretty sure in the deadline. The Lakers kind of like swooped in at the last minute, but I don't think the Lakers will have any sort of cap space to sign him. So Philly is the other team that could target him. Especially if they lose the series, because they're down 3-2 right now to the Hawks at the time of me recording this video, and if they lose this series, then they're gonna make some moves as well. So Kyle Lowry's a guy that could go to us, or he could go back home to Philly because that's where he's from. So keep an eye out for Kyle Lowry this offseason. He's probably one of the top names that's going to be linked with the Miami Heat throughout this free agency. Number 2, Brandon Ingram. Now this just came out today. Brandon Ingram has been linked with the Miami Heat, and apparently the Miami Heat have a very high interest in Brandon Ingram, and he is one of their trade targets. Now again, I cannot, speak to the legitimacy of this rumor, but I would not be surprised if this is true because Brandon Ingram is a very, very, very good player in the NBA. He's one of the best rising talent in the NBA. I think he's 26 or 25, something like that. So he's not as young as some of the other guys on in this league, but he's still a guy who is about to be entering his prime, I think, and I think he would be a great fit for our team. You could probably play him at small ball 4. And play him because he's very long and athletic, and we had Jay Crowder play the 4. So if you want Brandon Ingram to play the 4, that should not be a problem. He's bigger than Jay Crowder as far as height. Obviously Jay Crowder is stronger than him, but I think you could play him alongside Jimmy and Bam. I don't think that's a concern. But yeah, Brandon Ingram, he is a guy that the Heat really, really like, apparently, and I would not be surprised if he's the name that we target. Like I said, in the previous video, I talked about how we needed a go-to scorer. He's a guy who can score the ball. He's a very good scorer in this league. He's really polished his scoring. He's very long and lengthy, so he can shoot over a lot of people. Very KD-esque. Obviously not that level, but he's very close as far as his ability to score the ball. I think he has that potential. Not saying he's going to become KD, but I really do think that he has, a multiple-time All-Star potential. I don't know if he's going to ever be a superstar, but he can definitely become a multiple-time All-Star in this league. Three-point shooting is a little bit concerning. He only shot 38%, which is still pretty good. 38% is pretty good, but if we're gonna be kicking it out to him to shoot threes, we got to get him up to that 40% mark, like that Jay Crowder was for us when he was with our team. Especially if we're gonna play him at that 4 position. He's not gonna be just a 3-and-D player, but whenever he is forced to shoot the 3-point shot, he has to be shooting 40% from the 3-point line. So if we do trade for him, I would be really ecstatic, depending on what we give up, though. I mean, I would give up anyone except for Jimmy and Bam for him. I would even give up Tyler for him. Yes, I would give up Tyler for him. I don't think this should be a question for me. I mean, it's not like we're trading for an older player. He's still 25. Tyler, as good as he can be, it's just about winning now. And I really don't think that Tyler fits the timeline of this team. Unfortunately, I just don't. I mean, unless he takes a big jump next year. He's not even 25, Brandon Ingram. He's 23. Wow. So I really, overestimated his age. He's only 23. So yeah, I'd definitely trade Tyler for him if I could. So yeah, I mean, Brandon Ingram, if we get him, I'd be very happy. But realistically, I don't think this is gonna happen, but I think there's a chance. Some other stuff that has been going on, now that we got through Ingram and Lowry, there's been something in the air about Eric Spoelstra to leaving to the Portland Trailblazers. That's absolutely false. There's no way this is happening, so do not get worried about that. This is probably a smokescreen for another coach that's coming in, but Eric Spoelstra will not be leaving the Miami Heat this year. So that is something that you guys do not need to worry about. As far as what I've seen, he's not leaving the Heat this offseason, and that should be that. And lastly, Rick Carlisle just got fired from the Mavericks, and some people have been talking about how Luka Doncic wants out of Dallas. Now, this is pretty far-fetched, but there could be a scenario where Luka Doncic could be traded to the Heat down the line, especially with Goran Dragic if he's still on this team, because they are both Slovenian. Now, I've seen a lot of people talking about, Luka Doncic getting out of Dallas, already. He's only 22, or what is he, 22 or 21? I think he's 22, Luka Doncic. I'm going to double check right now, but I think Luka Doncic is 22 years old. He is 22 years old. So he's only 22, and there's people still talking about Luka Doncic leaving the Dallas Mavericks. And I think that the Heat will be a nice fit for him, man. So Luka, if you want to come to the Heat, you're always welcome here. Realistically, though, I think he's going to sign the Supermax. And I think, he's probably going to request a trade down the line if he wants to get out of there. I don't think he's going to leave in free agency. That Supermax contract is sitting right there, and he'd be in my mind foolish to pass that up. So, the best bet for Luka to be, the best bet for us to get Luka is to trade for him. Now, the trade for Luka Doncic, Bam would probably have to be given up. I love Bam Adebayo, man, but this is Luka Doncic. He's a top 10 player in the NBA. He is younger than Bam. He has so much potential. I just don't know. You'd obviously want to keep Bam, Jimmy, and Luka, but I just don't know how that's gonna work out. Like, the Mavericks are not stupid. They're not gonna just accept a bag of balls for Luka Doncic. So you're gonna have to give up Bam. But it's just a fun rumor that I saw. I wanted to address it. I don't think it's gonna happen whatsoever. But Luka, if you want to come to the Heat, man, you're always welcome here. And yeah, that should be that for this video. There's no other rumors that have been floating around with the Heat. I will be doing some more videos soon. You guys, I've seen some of the video suggestions from the last video, or the one before the last video. Some people were talking about free agency signings, undrafted guys who can get out of the draft, some other stuff like that. So I liked a lot of those suggestions, man. I'm going to be doing some videos about that in the future, so make sure you guys keep your eyes peeled for that. And yeah, I'll see y'all later. As always, man, thank you for getting me to 700. Like I said, leave your video suggestions in the comment section below. Drop a like, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications. I'll see y'all later. As always, man, peace.